Hello, Bess.
Hello.
Thanks
Good morning.
thanks for meeting us today.
Nice to see you.
What this is about is the Buxton Civic Association has got a project they call Places and Spaces, and they're trying to collect people's memories
Yes.
of older parts of Buxton. Everyone knows about the central part, but the outlying parts
That's
like
right,
Burbage
yes.
and so on, to make short recordings to put on their website so that people can get a flavour of what life used to be like in the old days, and people's memories, because people's memories are so useful, I think. So much are written down, but there's so much.
Yes.
So that's why we're here today. Right, so Bess, I think your family name's Bagshaw, is that right?
Yes.
And you used to live up the Beet.
That's right.
That must have been very different up there from living down in town.
Well, yes, it was. It took a bit of getting used to when we moved. My mother and I moved from the Beet. Of course, my father had died, so the Duke said you can stay here as long as you want, sort of thing. But we decided we'd move down into the village, and we got a cottage in the village.
But up at the Beet itself, your family have been tenant farmers there, have they?
Yes, some generations, yes.
Oh, right.
I think we once asked them to tell us how long we'd been there, and it was at some date in the 1700s.
Yes. So several generations had farmed there.
That's right.
The same kind of area of land, and so that's high up and looking down over what's now
Yes,
Golf Course.
there was only 10 acres in front of the Beet.
Oh, right.
But at one time it went further along, but eventually some was given to the Gutter Farm, some was given to the Plex Farm, but we still kept 10 acres.
Yes.
But we had about 50 acres over the back of the Beet, going down towards the Goit, if you know what I mean.
Where the footpath comes up from Gutter Farm.
There's a path from the Beet up to the top there. And we had cattle and sheep up there.
That's a fairly
young cattle, really.
boggy area, isn't it?
Yes.
Quite wet up there.
Yes. Dad had quite a few cattle up there and a number of sheep. But eventually the sheep became a problem because they love jumping walls. And they don't stay on your land, they go walk about.
No, it's supposed to be hefty,
And so he decided eventually decided he'd give that land up and not rent it any longer.
So we got Bishop's Lane, and then there's this long climb up towards past Gutter Farm up to the Beet.
And the Beet's the furthest up.
Yes. So what was it like when you were living there? Did you have, I'm presuming they had your local water supply, did your local springs up there?
Well, there was a spring just down the lane from the Beet. 5-10 minutes walk, no more than short distance, where we used to fetch fresh water every morning in 2 buckets on yokes.
Oh, yes.
But I never got used to the yokes.
Quite heavy.
But that was our fresh water, and we had a pot tank on the side of the sink where that was put every morning. But each morning what was left was put into the water butts outside, because you had to collect water, and of course on a dry summer you saved every drop you could.
Oh yes, so you didn't have electricity up there, I suppose?
No, but we'd always water at the well, and there was a well down the lane just a few yards, and also one down the first field, and that was draining from the Watford Wood then there. Yes,
so there were little springs. Is that why the farms were built up there? Because
I think so,
up,
because there was a water supply for them. Yes,
because of the
Gutter had another spring as well, Gutter Farm. Yes.
Quite different. So you would have gone to school down in Burbage at the old village
Oh yes,
school?
I went to Burbage School and Father walked me there the first 2 mornings and met me out of school. Then that was it. But there were 2 children at the top lodge at Edgemore, 2 children at the bottom lodge.
Yes.
So I wasn't walking down
No.
on my own.
No, that's quite a good walk anyway, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got to do it, you do
Yeah.
it, and that's part of life.
Yeah, so that classes would have been quite small then, I suppose. With a local village school, there weren't.
Yes, there weren't
Wasn't
big
population,
classes.
yeah.
I can only tell you if I looked it all up in my
I know,
books.
no, but it's quite compact. Burbage, we still had the shops there, and
There were just a
Well,
few
the traffic
little
lights
shops
are,
there, yes. And my mother had a friend who lived in the cottages opposite what was Burbage Co-op on Macclesfield Road.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And I used to go there for lunch. I didn't have lunch at school.
Oh no.
Oh, no. I took sandwiches, but I went
No, I
to
can
Mrs.
understand
Vernon.
that. School meals were.
That's it. Their daughter and I were much the same age. And Mum and Mrs. Vernon were friends, so...
So your father and family would have seen a lot of changes up at the Beet. I mean,
Oh, down the generations.
overlooking the golf course, isn't it?
Oh,
The golf
yes,
course would
that's
have been
right,
there.
yes. It's a lovely view from the Beet.
It
Have
is.
you been
Oh
up
yes,
there? Yeah.
yes. It's a lovely view.
It's a lovely view there. And you could lie in bed at night and watch the traffic coming over Axe Edge
Oh yes.
when
yes.
the lights were
With
on
the
the cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bit tricky in the winter, I should think. A bit difficult of.
Well, it wasn't easy, but you were born into it, so you accepted it and got on
Yes.
with it. And my father used to dig a path to the Gutter Farm,
Yes.
and the Gutter Farm dug a path to Edgemore,
Right.
and then Edgemore gardeners and so forth dug to the bottom of Plex Lane, and the corporation used to come up to the bottom of Plex Lane.
Okay, so after a bit of effort, there you were connected again.
That's
yes.
right, yes.
Yes, well, it's
We
different.
worked it out pretty well.
Different life, isn't it? So different now.
But the lane used to get blown full of snow because the bank, the trees on the bank,
Yes.
it just blocked the snow going anywhere, so it dropped there.
So in the bad winters, like 1940 or 1947.
Oh, I know. We were never boxed in for long.
No.
My father wouldn't. Well, he got milk to get to the dairy, you see.
Yes.
And but you overcame those obstacles in the old days. It's a long time ago.
The milk. Where did the milk have to be taken then?
Well, it went down. We used to. I've got a picture of Mr. Norton from the Plex, and his son and one of his workers. And they've got a pony, Biddy she was called. She was a lovely white pony. Not a small one, big,
Yes.
well, half a horse, as you might say. But she's got a barrel of milk slung over her back, hanging down both sides.
Yeah.
And that's how we got it to Burbage.